So it's really about becoming a complete offensive football team.
Welcome to the Quick Charge Bolt fam. I'm your host, Mr. Slow Blank. Give me no more than 5 minutes to cover enticing topics on the Los Angeles Chargers. If you enjoy this content, the like button changes Chargers blue when you click it. Now let's get into it. The NFL draft has come and gone. The picks are in, and the Bolts have added potential impact pieces to the roster, especially with the top 3 selections of Zion Johnson, JT Woods, and Isiah Spiller. Let's look closer at how each selection will fit with the Bolts, starting with the 17th overall pick, Zion Johnson, the guard out of Boston College. Zion has Pro Bowl caliber tangibles that impressed the entire staff. Staley has said Zion will play right guard, wanting to keep the left side of Slater and Filer strong. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Johnson will benefit significantly from these guys as well as Corey Linsley on the line. Now, what about the right tackle? Well, let Brandon tell you.
This offseason is really increased our depth on the O-line overall.
Now, the 3rd round selection of JT Woods, aka HBK, the safety out of Baylor. He's racked up in so many takeaways in practice and in games. At Baylor, he became a heartbreaker for quarterbacks, and he will get his chance to prove it in the Wild West in his rookie year. I'm thinking we may see Woods in a lot more games, especially in divisional matchups, so Derwin can play star and match him with these all-pro tight ends of Travis Kelce and Darren Waller. Woods doesn't just bring ball hawking. He allows the Chargers to match their coverages to their weekly matchup, which is an idea Staley has mentioned multiple times. We move to the 4th round selection, which is nothing new to Bolt fam, who can recall the running backs taken in later draft rounds before this year, like Joshua Kelly and Larry Roundtree, and they haven't panned out as expected. But Isiah Spiller can be another chance at redemption for Telesco with these running back picks. Now we have one of the best O-lines that Bolts fans have seen in a while. Remember how much Phillip Rivers suffered with terrible pass protection all those years? All jokes aside, Telesco doesn't want to make that same mistake with Herbert, and good on him. For the fans that wanted Williams or Olave in the first, although we could have used their talent to aid Herbie in the passing game, a quarterback's true best friend is a solid running game. Hand the ball off to your back and watch him work. Spiller was a workhorse bag for Jimbo Fisher at Texas A&M. And Derwin James will tell you anybody who can play 3 downs for Jimbo is a sure thing. Now, the only knock on him is he doesn't have the extra gear for a running back, but combine the Chargers' current line and a stablemate of Austin Eckler, and you get thunder and lightning as a backfield tandem. Not to mention Spiller is a willing and capable pass protector, and he has the cosign of the Chargers' GOAT, LT. Lastly, we have the late round picks that will be great depth and special team additions. Old Tito, the defensive tackle out of UCLA, has 4-eye potential written all over him with this scheme. The competition will be welcomed by Johnson, Tillery, and Fehoko. Now, Jamari Slayer is my personal favorite pick of the draft due to where he was selected and the fact that he played left tackle for the best team in the country against the best competition in the country. Combine that with how far he fell, and Sailor will have a massive chip on his shoulder. Camp will be fun. And then we have the corners, Jasir Taylor and Jan Leonard, who can contribute to the special teams and secondary with their depth, especially Taylor with his returning skills. It will be interesting to see how Xander Horvath will fit in the H-back role. Goodbye, Gabe Neighbors. Now, there's still a whole lot of time before the start of the season. The Chargers have put themselves in a commanding position to focus on the last 2 pieces for this team, and we can all say that we might just make another splash in veteran free agency with a right tackle, but more so I would like to see them get some depth along the edge. You can't expect Bosa and Mack to play the entire game. We're going to need some depth.
I want to be known as a rugged, tough football team.
Hey, before you go, drop a comment of veteran free agents you think the Bolts should target now that the draft is over. I'll catch you next time. Bolt up.